Hi there, it's William Jamming. So let's continue our sculpting of our character. So we already got much of the chest and the arm and the back. Let's make his muscle more prominent. Okay, so let's go to this view. We got deltoid here. We got bicep and tricep, and I'm going to make this man pretty strong. So the bicep is not so extruded out. So what I'm going to do is to go to this sculpt mode and gently grab this part out. So got a pretty awesome bicep, and I'm going to make this pretty bunky. So I'm going to grab this out, grab the extrude a bit. It's pretty satisfying process, like if you've never worked out, but you just grab all the muscle out, and it's so satisfying. Like you're sort of cheating in some way, but yeah, you got the idea. I got the tricep out, just adding sort of a volume here, and pretty satisfying. And the chest, let me just grab the chest out. Maybe upper chest, like it really bunky. Okay, so pretty strong man. This part, I think. Back parts, we need to not so humpy. We just push it inside a bit. Just adjust these sides. Got a pretty natural curve. Right, so yes, I think that's pretty much that's it. And then I'm going to push this part in, because I'm going to make another part by extruding this out. So I'm going to adjust the size and the direction a bit. Make it, yeah, so clearly this part is a little dented, so I'm going to decrease that and grab it out. Okay, adjusting the brush size is a pretty important step during the sculpting. So you're going to continue to address that, to push it in, to drag it out, to adjust all that. And of course, if you think that you need more polygon to work, you can just remesh it. Okay, there you got more poly for you to work. Okay, yeah, I think that's pretty good. Let me push it inside a bit, make it a little dented here. I think this let me increase the size of this little too sharp a decline that I think is a little bit unnatural, so I'm going to make it more naturally. Okay, alright, so yeah, pretty good on. Maybe require him to work out maybe 2 or 3 years in order to achieve that. Yeah. And let's add a little bit to his back. So I'm going to decrease the size of my brush to add a little bit more fine-tuned muscle, because it's really bunky right now. So I'm going to decrease the strength of it and just to add on a little bit muscular feeling on it. Okay, and to cut it down like a triangle. Okay, a triangle shape. And then the bumpiness here, and add a little bit of bumpiness here. Okay. So essentially, you're going to got a like a sort of a wing shape, left and right, and then there is a knife shape here, and then is the waist area. So it's like a pretty sharp shape down here, and all back to the middle. But you need to add a little bit of bumpiness here, left and right, and then it's pretty long and horizontal shaped muscle here. Okay, and let me adding a little bit to this connection area. This will be a connected neck. Let me push it in a bit because there shouldn't be a bumpiness here. So let's just push it down to make it more natural. Okay, yeah, and this may require a little bit smooth, so I'm going to push it down a bit because I think I overdo it. Right, and let's push left and right down a bit. Okay, and I think the muscle should be like this, and got a center a bit. So I'm going to grab it to push it to the center a bit, and leave some part out. Okay, something like that, and push inside a bit because I don't want to overdo it. Okay. And I think that's pretty much it. And let's go to the front. Front we need to fine tune a bit by carve it in, I think. So let's just make it smaller to get a defined line to the center. So let's just carve it. This will be a bone, bulge it out. So I'm going to holding control to gently carve it inside to give it a certain fine-tuned line. So, and of course there will be a line here. Okay, just to add a little bit like you are carve it in. Okay, and for the rest of the detail you can just use this technique to adding details on it, give it a sort of a muscular feeling. So you use this clay strip, you got it out, use a carve, you cover it inside. Okay, so sort of you're using both ways of doing it, and once you are satisfied with it, we can safely just extrude the rest down a bit, so you can continue to go the belly area. Okay, so let's just mask everything else, and I think it's much easier to just master this one. Okay, so that's too big. Brush, let's make it smaller, because smaller I'm already pretty sure about this, so I'm going to increase the strength to get this area. And the same method, invert it, right? Once you invert it, you can move it to extrude it out. Alright, so what I'm going to do is to move this by use move tool, right? But you need to get the pivot. Maybe just don't mirror, because I'm going to change the shape. Sculpt, set pivot, maybe mask border. So I got a border of it, and I can just click and drag it out. Okay, so let me turn around a bit. As I said, it's recommended to just get it pretty long, because you can always hide some part of the inside, or just push it inside. It's better than just you don't have enough of things and you have to move it and grab it, try to get more volume. Okay, so you can even rotate it. Okay, so this rotation will change the change it pretty funny, like she's a snake or something in a horror movie. So yeah, that all depends. And yeah, I don't think we need to rotate. Let me just get rid of this. I think we can safely to grab it. Okay, so let's just move it down a bit. And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, sorry. I think that's it. Okay, so yeah, deselect everything by Alt and M to deselect it, and then you can yeah, continue to sculpt it. Okay, so this part, of course, we missed something, so we can just drag it down to make it much more even space. Okay, so instead of just spin it around, we can just drag this part down. Okay, and yeah, sorry, we sort of switch off the mirror. Let me switch mirror on, so we can save us a little bit time. Okay, so sort of double our speed of sculpting. Okay, sometimes you can just grab the center of it, because you got a fairly big grabbing brush. Okay, and I think the clavicle area is a little bit strange, so I'm going to zoom in and fine-tune that, and I think after that I'm going to pause this video, because things are already pretty long right now. I tend to just make my video shorter and make a different section for different video for different section. Then you guys become easy for you guys to find that. Okay, so the clavicle area should be like a pretty sweet curve like this, and you need to pull it out, even though for say this guy is pretty strong, so might be not be able to just show that clearly. So if this guy is pretty bony, you can got it, but if the chest muscle is just too huge, you might just cover that. Okay, so like this moves, got it down, something like that. But if the chest area is pretty bunky, so this will just cover it up. Okay, so but you need to add a sort of a landmark, so yeah, you know that it exists, and these two parts should connect together. So I'm going to increase this area as well as the the neck area. So let me just go to skull, and once I got the skull area, I'm going to get this part as well. So just to make this two approximately two so like a joint together, and maybe I'm going to move it like it. And I think I got the wrong part. I guess I'm still got the upper body part. So let's just exit to get the object mode, right? And then got the sculpt mode, and just to hide the upper body part. Maybe not hide it, just to make sure I'm going for the right part. Okay, so I like these two connect together, and oh, that's too bunky. Let me just grab it, push it inside a bit, because I think the strength I put is too much. Grab it to make it more natural looking, and I'm going to connect these two parts together. So I'm going to get the object mode and got upper body. We can fine tune that later, but just to make it clear that these two parts should connect together rather than got separated, because that's a clearly big mistake. So you don't want to make that mistake. So approximately connect that, and let me use the grab tool to fine tune that a bit. That's too small brush, so let's make a brush bigger. Just push that to squeeze that. Remesh it, that's clearly not good mesh, and clearly that's too much of it, so let me smooth it out and use the draw clay, make it smaller, make it definitely more subtle. Okay, and this area don't look too great, so I'm going to add a little volume here. Let me push it a little bit, because the connection area is a little bit weird. So anything that you think is off, you can just fine tune it by grab it. Okay, so I think this area a little bit weird, so I'm going to increase here just to make the neck area a little shorter and get this deltoid a little bunky. So this area clearly got too much of a dent, so I'm going to grab it out, because I think I just pushed too much up the front. So you always got it out here. Because this guy is pretty bunky, and yeah, pretty strong. So we got a lot of fine-tuning space for us to work. This part is definitely too much. I'm going to smooth it. By gently push it down. So we don't want it to weird. Bumpiness here, we don't want that. And remember to look at different angle to make it much more natural than that. So the basic theory behind that is that you don't want a little bomb like this, like it's just got heat and it's just pump it up. That's like a balloon. That's not the right way to do it. And I'm gonna push it down a bit. As I said, sometimes the bigger brush is better because the adjustment, on the contrary, if you use a pretty big brush, is more subtle. Okay, and I'm going to grab this part out a bit and push the rest inside. Okay, so push the inside a bit and adding smaller. Just got it pretty subtle. Okay, so we need to make his chest a little bit layered. So you got this chest area approximately this way because you got the muscle here. Alright, and the rest of this part is the bone. And let me just push it inside. This is maybe just too much. I'm using a bigger brush to push not only the front inside but also the back should be pushed inside as well. And then we can continue to get the this part a little bit fine-tuned, and you can cover it inside by holding the control to cover a certain definition of the chest. So for example, you start from the side and got the center of it. So you got a pretty defined line here. Okay, this part we can even carve this inside a bit. Okay, and a little bit variation. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then the next time we're going to focus on abs area here. Okay, and yeah, I think that's it. See you at the next video.